Hi, I'm Kate Reed, and this is the Will This Customer Be an Effing Nightmare agent. This agent is for anyone from freelancers to consultants to customer success managers. You can be dealing with a prospect or a customer. It's a very flexible agent. And what this does is essentially be a crystal ball for you to see into the future and how to manage this prospect or potential customer if they're going to be worth the headache. It distills early red flags and it gives you clear, actionable insights on how to move forward. All right, so first, for the first input, you're going to put in your role. So you can put something in like freelance web designer. Then you're going to want to put a message from the customer. If you don't have one, that's okay. This one is optional. Let me go ahead and take a sample here. So we're going to copy and paste this. I just have a pre-written one for this example. Then you're going to want to describe what your initial interactions were like with this customer prospect. It might be the same as this message. That's okay. Select it from this drop-down menu. And so we can say things like, let me select one here, like rushed and demanding from the start. This one looks pretty accurate from the description in there. You also have a drop-down for the communication style, such as direct and concise. Some of these are negative, some of these are positive, and some of these are neutral, as is the case with all of these drop downs. So we're just going to put direct and concise. And then we can put how they handle budget discussions, which gives the agent some idea of how they might behave financially with your company. And again, there's some negative, positive, and neutral options in here. All right, and then you're going to go. This shouldn't take too long to run. It's not a very complex agent. And here's an example of what the output will look like. And so for your output, there will be a risk thermometer, which will be a score out of 100 for whether the agent considers this prospect or customer to be high risk. There will be observed concerns that it will pull from both the message and the drop-down information that you gave the agent. It's going to go over positive indicators, so what is looking good about this relationship and working with this person. It'll also forecast, this is the crystal ball part, the likely experience of working with this customer. Finally, it gives you the possible client perspective, which is incredibly helpful, especially if you're having a negative experience and feeling a bit emotional in the moment. This can give you some empathy and the perspective from the customer. It gives you recommended actions. Please note that these are just recommendations based on best practices. They may not be appropriate for you or for your company's individual use case. So definitely look through these as recommendations of ideas of levers you can pull in the situation. Same thing for protective measures. These are how to protect yourself or your business in dealing with this customer. And again, think of this as a list of ideas for you to consider rather than immediately embarking on these. So hopefully this will help you evaluate your prospect and customer relationships and your opportunities. Have fun.